You gotta get out there. There's this homeless guy that's kind of leaning by the bikes who is just vomiting and kind of puking all over the place, and everyone's giving him a wide berth. He's kind of just resting against the bikes, being violently ill.
Better not have any of that on my bike.
No, he's actually been puking.
That's our contact.
I know that's our contact.
He's actually been puking in between the bikes.
Oh.
And he's kind of doing that resting on one of the bikes to regain his strength, and the other one he's got his other foot kind of resting against the other part of the bike, and he kind of just looks at you, kind of casually gets up, staggers, takes a drink from something that doesn't look like it's fake booze, and drinks it.
Little buddy.
Out of nowhere, the little probe kind of just shows up with a Budweiser.
Ah, good. Thank you. Thank you.
But it's apparently, if you look careful, it actually says Budweiser.
Oh, well. And
it's got a little happy-go-lucky guy smiling with giving you a thumbs up stuck on the side of it, too.
And it's the bump. Thanks for watching the bikes.
He just kind of buzzes, real stuff. He kind of says, and he kind of just goes in there, and there's a slight glint from his unnatural eye, you know. So he kind of walks back down and falls himself into the garbage, kind of snuggles his butt groove into the bag of filth that he's been sitting in.
I've hidden in some really bad places.
Yes, hidden around the garbage is, and you can understand the slight concern, Steve. You're going to have to drive your vehicle perfect to fit into this garage. You know, your vehicle will fit, but maybe a few inches either side spare. You know what I mean? As it's not a comfortable garage entrance for anything that's more than a bike. Which hasn't shown up yet, your vehicle.
I noticed. All right.
And the bike garage looks kind of grimy. It has the same type of security on the doors for lockdown purposes and all that. And it's not like, oh, it's a secret bat cave. It is a garage if you're looking for it, but there's so much garbage and shit piled around it that it's not easily noticeable at first, type of thing.
Okay.
How much space is down there?
Sorry?
How much space down there, though? You got
This
3
thing
bikes
can
in there
actually...
right now.
The garage you go into, we'll use a Grand Theft Auto moment, could probably fit about 10 vehicles.
Okay.
Several bikes. It's a big, huge spot. It's got a slight ramp that goes down, and it actually could fit a lot, but the exit isn't the easiest, you know.
Okay. No, that's fine.
And the roof won't allow something super high as well, unfortunately.
That's why I'm crouching.
No, I mean for vehicle-wise. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it won't fit a truck or anything like that. American truck, Western truck, I should say.
So
hey, Rez, how are you doing there in chat? I'm doing my game here, so I'm not 100% into the chat window, but welcome. So, yes, Deadeyes, anyone else?
Can in the downtime, just whatever. But in the downtime, can I just be reading those books that I have?
Yes.
Just flipping through them.
Yep.
Being me.
Yep, you got it. And hey, if you spend your karma a little bit later on, that's good reason. Yeah, I'm just happy researching something new.
Yeah.
You got it.
Studying.
Yep. Deadeyes, no pressure whatsoever. You have to choose
we'll
the
roll
right
Deadeye's bike down too.
Yep.
What were you saying?
No pressure at all. It's all up to you, Deadeyes. All up to you now. You got to pick the right contact. Come on, you can do it. I have faith in you. You have a 1 in 3 chance to pick the right person now. And if you pick the wrong one, then you'll have a 50-50 chance.
Sergeant Kinji.
Sergeant Kinji. Alrighty. You get okay, guys. First off, you got this business-looking guy, you know, elf guy show up, and then at this point, you get the logo for the JISP show up, the police department, and then suddenly a elf, Japanese-looking elf sergeant. And at this point, Kenji just kind of pauses, He just pauses. You see he's clearly looking a little confused. He goes, can I help you?
Stay there.
Sorry. Yes, got any, I'll say, greet him first, say hi. But ask him if he has anything.
Do you greet him in
questions.
Japanese or in English? He's
In
basically
Eng-
asked in Japanese, of course. You guys speak.
I'd
now.
say English.
You say English. Alrighty. He greets you and he tells you. Basically, he's got a little confusion and he's going on. Inu kind of whispers out of earshot. He's confused because he's got an unknown number and he's got no holographic display on our end. So we could be from a payphone for all he knows. But we're coming up unknown, so that's probably why. She's just kind of whispering to you. So, how can he help you? Do you need to be directed to the front desk?
Just hang up on him.
Alright, fine.
Well, that went awkwardly.
So, we don't know if that was a success or not, but hey, you got 2 more people to call and awkwardly talk to.
So, what kind of people do you know around here?
Just people. That you know.
Well, so far, that was like a cop. And a business guy.
Why
Come
do
on, Deadeyes, you got 2 more to go.
Do you know any like gang types in the area? Street dogs that need bodies recovered?
Why did you hang up on him before you asked him?
Cops that might have needed places checked out?
Face it, this part of your espionage mission was not planned for. You know, not really espionage, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, you're on your own here. You have no idea. You've got no orders. You've got no officer. You got nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're just a recon guy in your past. You took orders. Now you're trying to give orders. So yes, you've got 2 other options. You can call back the cop. You got 3 options if you do that, and you have 2 other contacts you can contact.
Because I got no contacts with you.
Nope. Deadeyes, that's why all the pressure, everyone in chat, I want you to all stare at the screen and think that you're staring at Deadeyes. No pressure at all, Deadeyes. All up to you, man. Go, bro.
And Deadeyes, to ease your pain, picture all the people staring at you in chat. Bad pajamas.
So you have 2 other people you can call, or call back the cop. Those are your options right now for you, Deadeyes.
Call back the sergeant.
All right,
He just gave
Sergeant
a good.
Kenji.
Sergeant, hey Kenji, it's me. You have
It's you. Glad to meet you.
Yeah.
You. Is that your family name or is it your first name?
you were told to expect a call from me.
He says something in Elven. Who are you?
I talked to him back in Elvin.
I gotcha.
One of the few.
Do you give your name or not?
Yes.
Contacts would know your name in that case.
Yes.
Anyone else speak Elven here?
I don't know.
Rain does?
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. He just
I
kind of
have
pauses.
no idea.
And he just, as soon as he says your name, as soon as your name is acknowledged, he goes back into fluent Japanese, and he kind of pauses, and he seems to be talking off holographic projection. No, it's just one of my contacts. A little nervous, that's all. And he goes back to talking to you, and he asks how he might be able to help you, or what information you may have gained, as he's trying to make you sound like it's just a general contact that he's talking to right now.
to see have like anything he needs to take care of, maybe.
At that point, he pauses and goes, yes. So, did you have any more information on the shooting at the noodle shop? You know, the one at, he then gives an address to a noodle shop. Did you have any more information on that? I know we're still investigating it, and the one corp whose family was shot up has put a considerable bounty up for the people responsible.
That sounds.
Hello?
I get in
Hello?
contact.
You're
with you
seeming
once
to
we
break
have
up.
more information on that.
Basically, he's giving you a location of the noodle shop. He's also mentioned there's some sort of bounty involved, and that the police investigation is still going on with it. But and he has to give you the address of the place. That's about all he can do right now, casually, as it's clear that he's not alone in this little office cubicle of his.
That's it. So we'll get back to him. Thank you.
All right. If you have any more information, feel free to call. And here, before you go, let me give you one of my secure lines as well. And then he gives you a new number. And then he just quietly says in Elven, "Praise be the Spirit," to you, which is a little call sign for you and the others. Liz, you picked up "Praise be the Spirit" in Elven as well.
Okay.
To you, it's just kind of, well, that's quirky. Okay.
Tell him, it looks like we have a bounty we can go get. Someone just shot up a noodle shop. They offered a bounty for the guy.
Alive or dead?
He didn't say, but
Nope.
well, it might be
Well,
best.
that's good enough for me.
That he didn't say. Oh, it was good enough for
You
me.
didn't say? That's good.
At this point, you see, and you kind of pause. She's in the computer. You see a couple little screens pop up. That little green guy of her kind of just jumps into one of the little holographic screens, and there's a green ripple where the guy disappears and is no longer seen. And she's pulling it up, and she's got newspaper reports that apparently a corporate by the Mr. Wu has effectively, his wife and kid were shot down in a what seemed to be gang-related fight at the noodle shop. The police are not condoning his bounty of 50,000 new yen for whoever brings the head of the person responsible to him. Because it is vigilantism, they are not condoning this. At this point, there are some camera footage, and effectively you see what looks like two types of bike gangs going at it. One seemed to be on crotch rockets, very fast. They got like the leather jackets. You see one of them, some of the bikes look a little alien to you, as they almost look like little capsules with like freaking, like, you know, when they lean over their bike, the whole windshield goes over half their body, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And the other ones seem to have bikes that Mike could get behind, giant exhaust pipes, vertical, like several feet above the back of the bike, a lead pipe in one guy's hand. One guy's got his face done up like a clown. The other person seems to have their face with like purple dyed hair spiked in all different directions. The giant one with the clown seems to be a troll in build, and he's got like the jagged spikes that stick out instead of proper horns on his head. The other individual has purple spiked hair, and effectively the one big burly guy shot through the noodle shop, through the glass, into the people to hit some of the guys with the other bikes, and continued going on. And he's the one that's responsible. The police are trying to look for him. He has got a blazing the toxic skull on his one shoulder. He was wearing like a black tank top, and his skin looks rough, as if it's got extra like rhino skin almost on his body, as it looks like he's got bad dermal plating or whatever, which basically you can see the plates underneath his skin. And it's the neon green type of glowing tattoo mark on his one shoulder emblem. The purple hair spiked individual seemed to have a smaller bike, but I hate to say this, if anyone has been playing Outcast or whatever, you know the little crazed bomber guy with the spiked hair and that big grin on his